guys ready for this? Last week, Tony brought you, can you see? Last week, Tony brought you, hi Goose, colloidal silver video. Also last week, we made flour tortillas. It had been forever since we have made them. Well, the recipe she dug up sucked. So,
to say the least.
We're getting a new recipe. She pulled up a new recipe and she's going to try it. And let's see how it goes. You can watch and laugh at our follies. Okay, here we go. You ready? You got to look over there. Over there. There. Look. Or is it that way?
They need to turn around.
That way. Oh, you guys need to turn around. Okay. Say hi, Tony.
Hi, Tony. Hi, everyone. I hope everyone's doing today. I hope everyone's doing good today.
Oh, man, we're going to get banned from YouTube.
Damn it. On this beautiful Sunday day. It's not Sunday morning anymore. It's Sunday afternoon.
Sunday day.
Sunday day.
On this beautiful Sunday.
Beautiful Sunday.
Day.
All right, so first I got to tell you a funny story. All right, so in my past life, I was married to a Mexican. So I learned how to cook all kinds of Mexican food.
3 past lives?
Yes, I'm actually 10 generation past life.
You're a goober.
Just kidding. Okay, one of my past lives, I was married to a Mexican and learned how to cook all kinds of awesome Mexican food.
Tamales, the bomb. This girl right here is the best at making tamales.
We're working on it.
Verified proof. The queen of tamales.
Pozole, bundigas.
Bundigas.
Haven't made that in a long time.
No, that sounds good.
But one thing that they could never teach me how to do on my own, I only assisted, was flour tortillas. And here's why. They don't measure anything. It's all by hand. I mean, these are authentic little old ladies. And they take the flour and they dump it in their hand. They take the baking powder, dump it in their hand, and that's how they measure it. I can't make stuff like that. I need a recipe. I need measurements. So I never learned how to master the flour tortilla. So last weekend, like Stuart said, we found this one recipe. Didn't turn out so great. They were hard. It was just not a good recipe at all. So
what made them so hard?
I think it was not enough lard in it. Yeah, because I thought that was odd. It didn't seem like enough lard to me from what I remembered in my past life. So when we were going through YouTube, it was funny because we came across a video and it was a little old Mexican lady, and that's exactly how she was doing the tortillas. She was just about 3 cups, and there was no measurements, and she took the baking powder and put it in her hands, about whatever teaspoons of baking powder. So, and it brought me back to my past life, and it was funny. I thought it was funny. I guess you had to be there. So anyway, we're going to try this one out.
I was there.
Yes, you were there, but they weren't.
Oh.
I thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was funny. Goose and I thought it was funny. Goose, did you think it was funny? Goose.
So we found a recipe. I've got everything measured out and ready to go, and we're going to try it. So we'll test it, see if it works. If it does, great. You got an awesome tortilla recipe. If not, don't follow this recipe then.
Well, if it doesn't work,
we'll let you know.
This video won't be uploaded.
No, we'll still upload it because it's fun. We're experimenting. We're trying to find the perfect tortilla recipe, right?
Okay, so what do we got going on?
Okay, so we have 3 cups of flour. And in here I have 1 teaspoon of salt and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And then in here I have 3/4 cup lard. Manteca. Lard. I'm sure you could use shortening too. I wouldn't substitute it with oil though. I think that would turn out totally different. And then we're going to also use 1 cup of hot water. So first thing we'll do, I need a fork. So we're going to incorporate all of our dry ingredients. And I'm just going to use a fork to get everything in there.
What about a whisk?
Yeah, a whisk would probably work. Alright, so now we will put our lard in there. Yep. So this step you can use a pastry cutter. I have one, but most of our stuff is still packed in boxes. Or just use your hands, because you can kind of feel what's going on. So we're just going to use my hands, and yes, my hands are clean. Alright. So you want to do this until it's kind of like the texture of cornmeal. You just have the little beads of manteca in there.
Hey Goose, what are you doing, buddy?
That's kind of hot, but I'll use the fork to start mixing it. And then it should cool off by then.
And how much water was it? A cup?
1 cup.
1 cup of water. Hot water.
Hot water.
I bet it's cool enough now to stick your hand in there and get them really dirty.
Probably. Oh yeah. Okay, so the video that we got this recipe from, I actually liked how she talked about how the consistency of the dough is going to be. She said it feels like it's too moist, which you can see that it's pretty moist and it's sticking to my hands. And she said you're going to be tempted to add flour, but she said do not add more flour. Just keep working it until it's not as sticky on your hands. So you just keep kneading it.
It was like 10 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, it's already feeling so much better. Look at that.
Yeah, I can see
That's
it.
just amazing. I'm
So-
super excited for this recipe.
We're going to let her finish kneading. It takes like 10 minutes. You don't need to watch this, and I'm not going to babble for 10 minutes, so we'll be back in a minute. All right, so she's getting ready to wrap up the kneading purpose.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, look for the,
A little bouncy and elasticity.
I mean, when you pull on it, it's not what I would think that would mean, but when you're kneading it, you can see it going back in, so.
And then the next step, which will give it more elasticity, is to let it rest
And let it rest for at least 10 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes, no less than 10 is what we saw in those videos. Look at that, that's beautiful dough.
That's gorgeous.
Compared to last week,
Yep,
huge difference.
gorgeous, darling.
So we'll put it back in the bowl.
Boom.
And then I'm going to just use a wet paper towel and put it on there and let it rest for 10 minutes, and then we'll see you then.
And when?
10 minutes. Or 15 minutes.
10
to
minutes?
15 minutes. We'll be back.
Okay, the unveiling of the dough.
I'm excited! Excited for good homemade flour tortillas. Okay,
Firmed up a lot,
yeah,
you can tell.
look at that. That's beautiful. We'll roll it out like this, like we did last time, to
Sure.
get equal. So it's supposed to make 12 to 14.
How many?
12 to 14.
12 to 14.
Depending
Remember
on how
that,
big
guys.
You make them.
We like big tortillas.
Tortillas. Tortillas.
Tortillas.
Tortillas.
You got your pan on?
Gotta turn on the pan. Get the heated up. Medium-high heat. So the flour
Goose, you're kinda in my
surface
way.
a little bit. Let's do this. Don't laugh at my tortilla rolling abilities, please.
Yeah, it'll come out looking like Mickey Mouse.
Probably. Well, it's not too bad out of shape. Kinda. Seems like they could be bigger though.
It's a square.
It's a square, yes. Bam.
So, can I give you a tip?
Yeah.
So when you start to roll it like this, just kind of do it like a clock. right? And it'll keep its shape better. So 12, 3, 6, 9.
I'm getting the hang of it, guys. Look how round that is. Not bad for a white girl. And they are turning out great. Stuart's doing the cooking on the tortilla grill.
Yeah, she didn't want me to roll.
I wanted practice.
So
And look, it's paying off.
The heat's on medium high, and because of our propane stove, check this out. It's got this little round burner. So if we don't have something to
Distribute the heat.
throw the heat out,
Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that.
it'll burn. It'll burn the inside of the pan, which we already done. So we have heat diffusers.
Oh, and those things have worked great.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. All right, so if you can do it on an electric stove. I've never done them on an electric stove, but gas is the only way to go. This is just a paper towel with tallow on it, beef fat. That's what we use to season our skillets. I just wipe it on there after every one.
That's a big one.
That's a huge one.
We like big flour tortillas.
Super burrito size.
That's right.
So you want it to start bubbling. Can you see all the bubbles? And how then they come up quick, because it only takes like 30 seconds per side to do it.
Look at that.
And you want to get all the little bubbles in there, because that hot air inside the bubble, or the steam inside the bubble, is helping cook the tortilla.
Gorgeous. Hot.
Ding dang do.
It's not hot tamale, it's hot tortilla.
Here.
Tortilla. And then we get to taste test.
Yeah, and what I did.
Oh, that's a store-bought one.
Store-bought. Mission. Crappy tortillas. Don't like them.
Store-bought. Homemade.
All right, so let's throw that Mission tortilla on there, warm that up a little bit. Let's get the first one you did. That one feels still kind of doughy, actually. This one feels a little doughy. This was the first one that we did, the first tortilla that we cooked. You want to taste? Here, honey.
And taste it. It's still really good, even though it still tastes like it needs a little bit more heat on it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm just eating.
Mission crappy tortillas. Homemade better.
The homemade ones or the Mission?
That's Mission crappy tortilla.
There's not, I never realized it before. There's not a lot of flavor compared to that. And it could be the lard, the manteca.
Cleanse the palate.
Cleanse it. Okay. You like that?
It's like we're at a wine tasting. Holy cow.
I'm making a mess. Yeah. It has much more flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really happy with this recipe. So, anybody looking to make flour tortillas, I do suggest this recipe. That's really good.
Yep.
I really like that.
Should put the recipe in the comments.
Yeah, I'll put the recipe in the description.
Yeah, the description, not the comments.
But it's also in the video.
You guys belong in the comments.
That's right. You guys belong in the comments. Let me know what you think. If you try this recipe, let me know what you think about it.
It's really just a basic tortilla recipe, but
Yeah,
it's got a decent amount of lard in it.
so much better than the store-bought. And I'm really amazed. I never really paid attention to the difference between homemade tortillas and store-bought. This is so much better. I might have to make another batch today. Because we eat a lot of flour tortillas.
We eat a lot of tortillas.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you liked the recipe. Please
Thumbs
give
up.
us, yeah, that's right. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe,
Like,
share our video, comment, let us know what you think.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, blah, 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 blah.
Until next time, I hope
Bye-bye.
you make some flour tortillas. Good job, Goose. High five. Good boy.